Suddenly, a shout from the forecastle alerted the crew to the presence of a shark in the water. The shark first attacked a swimmer, launching him out of the water, then went for Samson, biting his leg. Samson, a small man, fought back by striking the shark with his fists and managed to get partially out of the water as the shark attacked again. Samson yelled that his leg was injured and called for a rope, but to his horror, his crewmates were frozen with fear. What's up, guys? Iceman here. So this is a real shark attack that happened some time ago to some really poor young man. This guy was only 19 years old when this massive shark got a hold of him. But before I get into it, I'd like to thank you guys for all your support on this channel, as this is my Haunting Tales channel. And if you will, like this video and become a patron if you want to support me. But before I bore you guys with this crap, let's get into the rest of this story. This whole situation took place during the American Civil War, which was fought from 1861 to 1865 to determine the survival of the Union or independence of the Confederacy. For more than 2 months, the USS Tuscarora blockaded the Confederate raider CSS Sumter, moored below the guns of the fortress at Algeciras. On June 12, 1862, the Tuscarora was replaced on station by her sister ship, the USS Kearsarge, a Union sloop of war. Officers and men of the Kearsarge had gone ashore to see a bullfight in Sanonaki, leaving only one boat with the ship. At about 18 hours, a large fish, thought to be a sunfish, was seen entering the bay from the Mediterranean. When the fish was about a half-mile away, Stoddard, the executive officer, called for volunteers to catch the fish. 5 men, one armed with a harpoon, climbed into the boat and rowed towards the fish. But just as the boat cleared the Kearsarge's side, the fish dived. The crew of a nearby Spanish warship were already in the water when some of the Kearsarge's crew asked permission to go swimming. Permission was granted, booms and ropes were lowered, and 50 to 60 men jumped into the sea. On the port side of the boat, some of the men of the Kearsarge had climbed onto the booms to watch a race between George Andrews and Edward Tibbet, when a man screamed from the forecastle that a shark was in the water. The shark first attacked a swimmer, launching him out of the water, then went for Samson, biting his leg. Samson, a small man, fought back by striking the shark with his fists and managed to get partially out of the water as the shark attacked again. Samson yelled that his leg was injured and called for a rope. Despite several rope attempts from his shipmates, none reached him in time. Eventually, the massive shark dragged Samson down 30 to 40 feet below the water's surface. The water was so clear that those on the ship's deck could see him with his arm around the shark's fin far below. Jeez, what a hideous death this young man had to go through. Apparently a year earlier, Samson was on a merchant ship captured by the Sumter, but was released on parole after taking an oath not to serve against the Confederacy. Hence, while on board the Kearsarge, his surname was changed to Tibbet. And here's some news article from a newspaper from the year 1862 about this guy. It claims that on the 10th of the month of July, a shark ate an unfortunate seaman from a U.S. merchant ship who was swimming in the area near the ship in the Bay of Gibraltar. And then, on the 11th, the same fish ate another unfortunate 18-year-old seaman from the U.S. warship, Kearsarge, which also was in the bay. He was a commander and was swimming with a comrade, a man from Chile, by the ship. When the fish bit the commander, his comrade did not want to go back to the ship, where other seamen had witnessed the incident without being able to help, as he felt committed to fighting against the fish, but he could not see it again. Apparently, when the fish attacked the man, it first bit his thigh and swallowed it. a massive clump from it, and then caught the maimed body and dragged it to the bottom, leaving a large spot of blood on the water, which terrified everyone on the ship. As the captain is committed to capturing the fish in order to cut it open and recover the victim's body to bury it, on the following day, 70 to 80 pounds of bull flesh hanging from an iron chain were thrown into the sea. But unfortunately, the fish has not been caught yet. The fish was also seen nearby the Spanish warship Colon. It must be 18 feet long, and I think a man's arm cannot surround its body. Its mouth is a 3/4 circle, about a meter wide. Allegedly, it came from the seas of America chasing the tuna, which have largely been captured in the strait this year. And now it has been spotted both in this bay and in the Bay of Gibraltar. If anyone is lucky enough to catch this fish, we will let you know. So yeah, that was just some posting in like a newspaper, and the English is kind of weird in it, but I decided to share it with you guys anyway. It's crazy how this actual shark was never actually confirmed, but speculation has it that it was a great white. As some of the onlookers claimed, it was like 18 feet long, which is freaking massive. But what a crazy thing that this guy, along with some other guy, were probably both killed by the same damn shark within like a day or two. But how hideous is that? I think his actual name was Alexander Sampson. But let me know your thoughts on this shark attack in the comments below. And again, if you guys want to help me out, you could like this video or even become a patron if you want. I'll link that in the description below. So I'll talk to you guys soon with more shark incidents on Haunting Tales from the Iceman.